Wow, Cody.
Doesn't that look great?
That vodka infusion really ramped up in the last week. Holy shit.
Wow. That reminds me of the Trailer Park Boys season 9 when J-Rock started making his own vodka and Leahy like swam in a pool of it, drinking it down.
See, I always wondered about that, Randy. Like, I always wondered, like, you know how people go bobbing for apples? I wonder, like, if going, like, bobbing for apples in, like, vodka or gin would be pleasurable or not. I can't tell. I feel like that would sting the eyes.
Goggles, bro.
Yeah, you
That's how
gotta
the Russians
gotta
do
goggle
it.
that. Yep.
They start at 4 years old. Have that on good authority.
What, with the vodka?
Yeah, bobbing for apples and vodka. That's like their style.
Vodka.
I was trying to find the most Russian vodka I could find today, but I couldn't find the Russian vodka that I liked.
So
I got
probably
Deep
a good
Eddies.
reason for that. There's probably a good reason
What
for
they
that.
had? They had Stoli and they had Smirnoff.
Pink-blooded bastard.
What?
Remember that insult? Remember pink-blooded?
I think batteries.
No. Remember yellow?
No, it came out during the Soviet scare. It was a nice, it was a good insult.
Is that the John Burke Society?
I have no idea. It's like McCarthyism, probably. All right, I'm gonna.
Oh, do you remember last week? How nice that was. We had a great episode.
It's charging.
You and me and Sarah.
Here.
No, okay.
I just hold it like
Oh yeah, Randy wasn't there, and I found these gummies.
He
on
was
my-
there. He wasn't allowed to talk.
Yeah, that.
It wasn't
Yeah.
me.
No.
All
All right. I think we can
That's
get
my
in there.
defense, Rim.
Randy, you good?
Yes, sir. I'm
right,
ready,
Cody.
man. Like I got a nice sativa. Nice sativa. I'm gonna get loaded into the
Oh my god!
I cleaned my medical device. I got it all cleaned up and 100% alcohol. And it's gonna be amazing, Rim.
Adam,
You better
get a
be
glass
ready,
of
buddy.
wine. Get a glass of wine for
You're
salty.
getting it
right.
all.
Red.
No, you know what, Randy?
You're getting Randy back.
All right.
No more of this bullshit. Go
Okay,
for Randy or anything.
All right, let's do a show. Go for Randy.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 204 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, Rem, once again back at you, and you sliding those ear holes, swimming around that brain, in between the hemispheres, Cody. That's what I do. I go from right to left, in your ears and out, up and down, probably sliding through your nostrils. I don't know what I do. Gonna take an anatomy class. I'm here. Cody's here. Randy's back. Cody?
Yes.
How are you, my friend?
Yeah. Good. Good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Cody, you excited we have a guest tonight?
Do we? Yes.
Yeah.
Always excited.
It's always exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
supporting International Women's Month. More women.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cody.
All month.
Yeah.
As like a whatchamacallit, a 33-year-old man, I decided, it's about that time in my life where like I get into vegetables. It'll do me good, I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here at this junction, if you know what I mean, and I just start seeing what's, up with the carrot and shit like that. But
Yeah.
those
Get into
bastards,
that broccoli.
dude,
go ahead.
those bastards are tricky as shit. I can't. They're deceptive.
What, vegetables?
Because, yeah, man, they're tricky, and I can't deal with them because you eat one.
You literally eat them raw.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Rem. Here's why I can't deal with them, and I can't even with the vegetables, because you can eat one. You can eat one a certain way, and you're full.
Yeah.
You're full for like the rest of the day.
What?
You know what I mean? And then,
That's right.
And then you can
That
and then,
happens,
and, then,
Rim.
and then you can eat a different vegetable, and then you're just starving until breakfast. You can't
Sweet
tell what.
potatoes fill you up
Hey.
like crazy.
Yeah, you can't tell.
they're
You
tricky.
can't tell. Yeah. See, the disembodied sexy voice knows what's up. But like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like say you get steamed broccoli with pepper over like seasoned rice, motherfucker, you'll be full. You'll be full until the cows come
Well, because
home.
you got rice. There's rice in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's
it's not the- Okay.
it's
The rice is the
vegetarian.
filling
Cody.
part.
I know.
Maybe-
That's
yeah.
why I
Thank you,
included it
Salty.
in the
You're
equation.
making me want Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me introduce our guest because I know Randy has a lot to say. But tonight, joining us in our month-long honoring of International Women's Month, and as you can see in the background here, I have a beautiful woman. I'm supporting Asa Akira. She's here. So patreon.com/Rich Dickman. But with us tonight, of course, is the one and only Salty from Houston. Salty, welcome back to the Rich Dickman Show. So nice to hear from you again.
Hi, good evening. It's good to be back.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm doing really well. I liked your intro.
Awesome.
You were kind of talking about the sound of your ears going in and out of like the skull. It reminded me of like some mindfulness meditation that we lead sometimes at work. So yeah.
Everybody likes oral.
I hope we can get into that tonight. Some mindfulness, some meditation. Because, where I'm going, Salty, like my life is traveling in a weird path. It's like I'm all into this simulation, like type of bullshit, like, or, different things our mind does. And I was watching Vsauce apparently on YouTube does a documentary series. And one of them he was
what
using
number?
ayahuasca. I just saw the ayahuasca one and another one. And like, I don't know which number. I don't know.
There's like 1, 2, and 3. They're all good shows and channels.
Yeah, they're all
Was he
good.
bald? Was he bald with
Vsauce
the beard?
2. Yeah,
Vsauce 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
with the beard and glasses. Yeah, Vsauce 2. I didn't know there was more than one. I got the mind's crazy. And psychedelics one day we'll figure it out. I'll do the thing in
mind.
All right. So,
The mind is the universe studying itself.
Yeah, have you seen
what if
the
it's not?
Vsauce
What if
where
we're
he
being
stays
programmed
up
to
for
do
like
it?
3 days?
No.
Yeah, he stays up for
all right.
3 days.
Grim, do you know about the test of shadows?
No.
That'll help your simulation. So apparently, like random numbers are a very true random numbers are very tricky for like computers to actually generate. So allegedly, if you there's an entire fun ass Doctor Who episode on it. So allegedly, if you would like to do a test, if you are in the simulation, you should set off a metronome and then gather as many people as you can. And every time the metronome ticks, you have the crowd of people shout what they think is the most random number they can think of at the time. Now, if you're not in the simulation, it should just be a cacophony of noise and you can't make anything out. But if you're in the simulation as the metronome ticks and the people say numbers, allegedly you would be jamming up a processor somewhere. And
let's do that in May.
if the crowd starts chanting numbers in a chorus, if you can start pulling out numbers from the crowd, you might be in a simulation.
That's
more random.
What Doctor Who episode was that? Was that Lady
Test of
Doctor Who?
Shadows.
Because I don't watch that shit.
No, that was our boy. Who was before that? It was our boy Capaldi. It was a great Capaldi episode. It was a 2-parter, and I think it was literally called. I think it was literally called the Test of Shadows.
All right. So Salty, I'm so glad you're here with us because we're gonna get into some of that fun stuff. All right, but first, we have to bring him back. All right, his 1 week suspension is over. Randy's allowed to talk again tonight. Goddamn, Randy, welcome back. We missed you last week. We missed hearing from you last week.
Yeah, you really blew through 200 hours of community service.
Yeah.
Well, whenever you have a team of interns that used to be the Kia Soul hamsters, you can get a lot of things accomplished. It's a hive mind, Cody.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that what you got? You got anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Or do you want to?
Yeah, okay. I wanted to just go point by point, everything that I wanted to say last week, but I couldn't. So, Cody, I wanted to let you know that I killed Macho Man Randy Savage.
Wow.
You got your coworker fired. Yeah.
Really? You killed Macho Man? I killed Katharine Hepburn. Tell your Macho Man story.
Oh, well, somebody asked me at work 3 days before he died if he was still alive, and I said, no, he died of a heart attack, I think. 3 days later, he died of a heart attack.
And a car accident. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So,
wait, Macho Man Randy Savage is no longer with us?
2011, bro. It's been almost 11 years.
Wow. Yeah, and I killed him.
Get with it.
But now every time I go to a bar that sells the Macho Man Randy Savage cocktail, I always get it. It's usually
Hulk doing good?
Whiskey, Coke with a Slim Jim. Well, he had a rough patch where he said some racial slurs during a sex tape.
The sushi,
like you do.
Yeah. Well,
It's
and
not
then
a
he
requisite,
also-
Rem.
He had that.
I'm kink
the
shaming
one.
tonight.
He had the trial where he had to defend that his penis was smaller than Hulk Hogan's penis. Terry Bollea's penis was. So, yeah, so you have that on good authority. But also, Cody, I wear my contacts for months without changing them or taking them out.
I know,
have
man.
for the
That's
last
weird.
8
Disgusting.
years.
Oh
No
my God.
issues. All right. I always get the same brand.
Rather
Of
do
Modern
this.
Miracle.
I look
Yeah,
cool
that's why
right
you're
now.
squinting.
Okay.
I look cool right now.
Oh,
Randy,
well, I'm squinting for other reasons. And also, Southwest is the best, especially when you fly on points. Rim, quit bitching about the TSA. Just dress appropriately. Wear gym
No, it's
shorts,
so much fun, Randy.
a long
Problem with the
undershirt,
world today is nobody bitches enough.
and a
about the things
t-shirt
inconvenient stuff.
with Crocs and socks to get through TSA. No belt. It's great.
Disgusting.
Trust me.
I put my belt on the outside of my belt loops. So like when
I used to wear suspenders with my gym shorts.
You guys are fucking weird, the two
Yeah,
of you.
But I
Holy
broke the
shit.
suspenders. So also, I wanted to add my input. We need Jock to teach the ladies to sexy wrestle and book the match. I feel like, but I got the finish ready. But we need to set up a GoFundMe. It ends with Sarah squatting Candy and hitting her with a Samoan drop is how I picture the ending. And we see if Jules will get involved because she's great at GoFundMes. Really good at the GoFundMes.
Okay, hit up Jules. See if we can get a
All right.
GoFundMe going. We'll get some
Wow.
airfare and some money for their time spent.
Yep. And
Get on that.
Putin
Executive
is
produce
mad
that.
because his dick doesn't work anymore. So Sarah Stark could solve that technically.
and
That's the South Park assertion. Assertion.
Okay.
Can I say assertion right? Assertion.
Yeah.
Assertion.
No, you said it right the first time.
That is the South Park assertion. So
There you go.
Fuck is
they
happening?
asserted that Putin's mad because his dick doesn't work anymore in their last episode. So
that's got to be a
It's-
tragic day in
it's-
every man's life. Just like no, and then you just like there's just holes in your drywall.
it really makes you pine for the old times, like when he was growing up and there was war. But anyways, also I need to update everyone on how much we've raised for Ukraine.
Yes,
All right.
please.
So last week's car wash fundraiser was a bit of a disaster. We've
Snow didn't
reported
help.
that we raised. Yeah, the snow really didn't help. Fucking
Yeah.
11 degrees outside for that car wash. But it raised $200 out of our $10 million goal. So we're a little behind the ball. We're definitely going to pick it up. But this week, this is how we're doing it. We're going to auction off away items owned by celebrities. Okay. On the list of items, we have a pair of Tom Fords worn by Neil Patrick Harris. Imagine. All right. Doesn't he have a show about a mother or something? That. And he was in Harold and Kumar. Great. He was a sex addict who stole their car.
Starship Troopers, too.
I think he wore the Tom Fords in Harold and Kumar, if I'm not mistaken. Also, we got a VHS of America's Funniest Home Videos Greatest Moments signed by the late, great Bob Saget. Rest in peace.
Wow.
Sorry about the vid,
Killed
man.
by head trauma.
Oh, I thought he passed out from the vid and then hit his head.
You're not allowed to say that. You can get us taken off YouTube.
Oh, shit. I forgot
Yeah.
that was on the Clintons' blacklist. Fuck.
Don't talk about that. Thank you.
Sorry. And also, ladies and gentlemen, you can win a Reading Rainbow posting from the home of LeVar Burton and a bag of Taco Bell wrappers, likely from a party pack of Doritos Locos Tacos from the trash can of Patton Oswald. This episode is sponsored by Taco Bell. Please don't notify any of the celebrities because they may or may not be aware of their donations.
How do you eat 12 of
I know
those?
to donate.
Quick enough?
It's very difficult, but
Yeah.
Patton Oswald, after you get hungry after you kill your wife. You know what I mean? So you gotta go get the Doritos Locos Tacos.
I don't know what you mean.
Where do they go to donate?
Oh.
Is it just
If you want to donate, go to bit.do/TRDS1 or hashtag Rim Dickman. on Cash App. Cash App. Sorry, $sign Rem Dickman.
$Rem Dickman. Yeah. Send me all your money. We'll get it to the Ukraine. No, Rich Dickman. Okay,
yeah, the refugees. We haven't decided which charity it's going to yet because we're really vetting them to make sure that they're actually going to help.
Yeah, I like that.
The Ukrainian refugees in Poland. Because that's all we have permission from Mr. Rich Dickman to help is Poland.
I thought it was a Belarusian company that he was working with.
Rem, no, he made an LLC in Poland that's going to funnel back to Belarus. You gotta fucking understand this shit, man.
All right, we probably shouldn't touch
it's optics, man.
Okay, all right. Let's get Salty involved in this. You all set there? You good? It's good to have you back.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I yield the rest of my time to Salty. Thank you for your voice.
Whoa.
And for gracing us with it.
You can't do that. It's in the contract.
Yeah, you need to participate.
Stick around, Randy. We need you.
Oh.
Yeah. So Salty and I was working on a plan.
Well, I mean, I'm going to mute and smoke weed for a minute.
I mean, so am I. But I'm not going to announce it.
Okay.
Salty,
all right.
It's now March. Okay, spring is just around the corner. Less than 10 days away. We're flipping clocks tonight in those states that participate. Cody,
that's right. We are springing forward.
Yeah. So we're doing a show and losing an hour. So that's awesome. But what have you been up to? We haven't talked to you since our New Year's. I think it was our New Year's episode. What's going on? How's your first couple months of 2022 been? How's Texas? How's business? How's life?
Texas is good. I'm glad it's warming up. I can get out of the seasonal affective disorder season and have more daylight towards the end of the day. So I'm always happy about that. I think we're going to go by Emerald Lake tomorrow. It's getting warm enough to go sit outside and
nude beach,
by the water.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Clothing optional. Actually, clothing is not allowed. You cannot just walk around with clothing over there. But yeah. So
I love that mentality. I just love that mentality where like clothing is not only like optional, it's like what verboten. Like if you are like walking around with like a Speedo and your nuts are hanging out, someone will be like, "Excuse me, sir, you can't wear that Speedo here," and you'll be like, "You'll be bullied. You'll be bullied naked." Honestly.
You may be clothed from your car to the office to check in, and then after that, go back to the car, take the clothes off, and then just
you get one towel to like sit on things with.
Yes, carry your towel.
Right,
that's protocol. Good manners. But no, it's been okay. Actually, I'm looking at maybe moving on to 100% teletherapy, so I can travel and be a nomad. Digital nomad. I'd rather do that than.
I was like, you're gonna get a superpower? What line can I get in? Teletherapy. Oh.
Yeah, we had mobilized online completely when COVID happened, and then we went back to in real life at the office, and then I'm kind of missed it because I had flexibility to do some road trips and things like that. So,
same.
I'm gonna get on a few platforms and see what I can piecemeal together in order to do that. Maybe let this other job go.
If we can help promote, please let us know because we're always looking to make it seem like we're important. So we'll do what we can.
Yeah, like Scott Johnson, his daily show he does. He does a daily show with that one guy, but his sister is a therapist and comes on and gets referrals that way. So I'm just saying, there's a model. You know who's not a therapist? Jules.
The rest of you?
No, but she was a professional coach. A professional coach. She had a certification, and it warranted $50 an hour. Rem.
This would be a great time if Adam is listening in the background to get him to do some research. And I don't know, I'm surprised they haven't talked about this on Who Gives a Shit. And I'm just remembering this now, but there is apparently this online Twitch therapist guy, healthy gamer bullshit. And like some guy killed himself that he was quote unquote helping. And I
actually don't give a shit about that. That's why I don't talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care either, but it flashed me back to what we were doing in Torn Think Tank and how Jules would like have a freaking boner when we actually had like a mental health question not related to World of Warcraft. And I'd be like, I don't know, man. I don't know that we should I don't think we should touch this. And she's like, no, it's fine. I'll walk you through it. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Wait till we get with thinking with your Dickman, Rem. Just wait.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Salty, how do you feel about people pretending to be therapists online? Like Jules.
Oh, I hadn't heard about this, but I don't know. It sounds like it should be illegal to be
right?
falsely representing yourself as a licensed professional. Like, what if you were trying to play doctor or something and you didn't have a medical degree? I mean, I think that's
There was that whole like
dangerous.
app, wasn't there? Like I can remember like 1 or 2 Super Bowls ago. Like there was this whole app. It was like BetterHelp or something like that. It was literally
right.
just I don't know how
Actually,
it's
They're
that's
still
one.
around, and
Actually,
they're a
that's.
sponsor of some of our sister podcasts. Be careful.
I think that's one of the ones I'm looking into. Actually,
Yeah, I don't know how it's doing.
yeah,
but
they
it
have a
was, like,
sign-on
very
bonus in Texas. They have a
like
$2,000 sign-on bonus. Right now. So if you have one session with a client, you get $2,000. It's just a sign on.
Yeah, they had like Michael Phelps. Like
it's higher in Texas than even in California because evidently everybody's moving here and this market's getting saturated or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
you're getting all those California people moving there too, and they're going to ruin your state.
Oh, they really are. Yeah, because the cost of living is easier here. So I guess.
Yeah, like
There's an influx.
until people started moving.
Californian refugees.
Exactly.
Who had that on their bingo card for 2022? Like we have refugees.
I did.
Like from where? California.
For Randy did.
What?
Yeah, one of the agencies I work for is housed in, or their first office is housed in LA. And so what they decided to do is just say that they're the main office is in Texas. So I guess the taxes are lower or something. So, yeah, whatever paperwork they had to do for that, I guess they've done it.
Do you get political
Delaware's
salty?
The best place.
What?
Yeah, that's a great place. It's a great place to LLC. Do you get political salty, or do you kind of stay away from it all? Like, I'm curious as to like your role as a therapist versus you living in Texas versus your experience in like in BDSM and all that stuff. Like, I wonder where your politics fall. It's interesting to me. If you don't want to talk about it, tell me to shut up. It's no problem.
I mean, I tend to lean left socially, and I don't really talk politics. I don't feel like I have that much sway anyway, and it's more, I don't know, stress and trauma for me to listen to. I listen to enough stuff all day long. I kind of take a break from the news, because I'm, fully present during my all day. It's like I give it the office. You know what I mean? And and then I want to work hard, be present, and then play hard, and like let my hair down and not worry about it too much. I mean, I vaguely know what's going on in the world, but I don't really care.
Basically,
not like Adam and all
that shit.
When was the last truly good thing that like came out of somebody like politically sharing their ideas?
Nothing.
I can't remember the last
good
thing that happened.
No,
I can the last bad thing. Yeah, easily. Like there's a bunch of Thanksgiving that were fucked up.
I'm not looking to debate, right? I respect everybody's beliefs. It's fine. I'm just curious as to how, just given Salty's background versus her geography, where it landed. That's all. That's all. Right? My philosophy.
Well, I know we tend to be a red state, but that's not. I tend to lean left. So.
Yeah, because you're in Houston. With all those Houston people.
True. Yeah, we're a little more
of influence. The things that I can control, that's where I try to spend my time. And then I have my circle of concern, where there's the things that I really don't have much control over.
Right, Randy?
I want to be aware of them, but I don't really want them to make any impact on my life, as little impact as possible.
And the thing is, like, I used to be in like a fucking like work scenario where like I had a boss and I had a coworker whose name I will say is Travis. They used to like go back and forth. No, I didn't get him fired, but like him and the boss used to go fucking back and forth on like this political like crux of differing like ideologies. And I was just the bystander, just watching it go back and forth. And I'm just sitting here like, gentlemen, if like one like lunch of like spewing like political like like clots back and forth between each other is enough to sway either one of you, do you really want the other's like camaraderie in your party? You know what I mean? If that's all it takes to change their mind, do you really want like that type of person on your team.
Right. Yeah, you don't want
I like
that.
to gently spar with people, whoever, like whatever their opinion is. I like to go the opposite.
God.
So I like to be knowledgeable.
That's just being a contrarian fuckwit, Randy. Don't do that.
Oh no,
Well, there
like
is
I
the
do it
belief that the
tactfully.
party
Where
system is divisive, anyways. We should all work together, perhaps.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea.
Forward Party, my boy Andrew Yang, that guy, trying to make change. So good luck to him. Changes for the better, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
let's change. Let's get into it. Let's change a little bit.
Let's change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go from
Salty.
boxer briefs to
Yeah, Salty's a licensed therapist, and I don't know if she deals in such and like stuff like this, but Salty, let's get into it. Like I'm ready to go. I Salty, if you're willing to listen to my concerns for a few minutes, is I feel that I need I need too much attention from my friends, right? So I feel like that I get that people just.
I can help you with that one, Rim.
I don't know how to put these into words though. So bear with me because this is kind of tough. Like I'm opening up for real. All right. This is not so much kayfabe as it is asshole Rem. When I don't get to hear from Cody all week and I just hear from him once a week and like I send him a note here or there. I take that the wrong way. Like I need to understand that Cody is busy with other things, but like, what am I missing? Do you have any like tips or tricks I can use to like ignore it when my friends don't pay attention to me?
What are you doing with your day normally besides the podcast at night?
I am so busy. Yeah, I am so busy. I'm responsible for 100 people. Okay. All right, and I'm in my office. I get stuck in there.
Yeah,
and then these old people come to me asking me questions all the time, and it's just like I use my friends. I don't use my friends. They're like my distraction from the bullshit I'm doing every day. Right. So when I hear from Randy every once in a while, it's nice. Or between Chris.
And when the noise of your job settles down, that's when your feelings set in, and that's when you feel lonely.
Yeah.
So when there's a beat of silence after all the
problem.
Oh,
oh shit,
is, bud.
What is it? What's it about, Rem?
I don't know. Let's. You're the therapist. You figure it out.
Well, I think. Can I take a crack at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that you have your metric of success wrong.
Where's my
you're measuring your quality of friendship the wrong way by number of text messages that you get. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have a good friendship or not. That just means that life happens to people.
Right.
And so your metric of success needs to be something internal that you can control, instead of you making it something external that you have no influence over.
Do you think it has to do with my imposter syndrome that I have, Salty? Do you think that fucks me up?
Not having confidence in your professionalism, that you're...
I project confidence, but like internally, I feel like I don't belong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Yeah, or you have doubts or insecurities about the skills or expertise that you have or knowledge or something like that.
Yeah. Here's a good example of that, right? Are you raising your hand? Are you okay? You need to say something?
Yeah. Do you have the imposter syndrome?
Maybe. Cody, we're going to connect tonight. Like you and I are going to be really good friends after this episode's over. But I took a trip. I took a work trip last week. According to this episode last week, earlier we're doing a lot of time traveling. So I'm sorry if there's any cool current events happened and we didn't talk about it. And also, if you left a voicemail after last show, you'll have to wait till next week. Sorry, my schedule gets screwed up. But I took a work trip, and Tuesday night is when the big wigs showed up. Right, I was there a day early, and a bunch of upper level managers, and I was at the bar, and I asked the bartender, "Hey, can you make an old fashioned?" The guy looks at me like, "Oh, what, an old fat? It's been a while." I'm like, god damn it. Right. So I'm standing at the bar. It's not moving along. And then like one of my bigger managers walks over and says, "Hey, you're here." I'm like, "Oh my God, you're here too." And then she bought me a drink and I got to sit at the table with a bunch of the other managers. And like I had a glass of whiskey in my hand and I felt great. And I was there like giving my stories and making people laugh. But like deep inside, or when I walked from, like, God damn, that was weird. I don't belong with those people. Like, I know that's not.
For the moment, you do.
That's not where I should be.
That.
Yeah.
For the moment, you do. Your vicinity and proximity allow for that. You can just be like, yes, I belong here for the time being. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be like some fixed thing to be like, this is
a thing?
This is me like entering and leaving a group. You can, it's more fluid than, you know what I mean, you're letting on, I feel.
You know, Rim, professionally, I've always been told pie. You got your performance, that's about 10%. I'm going to fuck up the percentages because I'm really high, and then you got your image, that's another 30%. And then you got your exposure, that's 60% of how you move within a company. So, you know, it's not enough to just perform at your job.
Oh my God.
Whenever you get those opportunities,
you're absolutely right.
You got to present the right image, and you got to revel in that exposure. Make the
no
best
one
of
likes
it.
doing.
I always do it by ordering a pitcher of water and saying it's vodka, and it always gets over. So,
Randy, I was having a discussion earlier this week with somebody that's kind of like I'm mentoring, right? And I said I just do enough so they think I'm doing a good job and leave me alone. Salty, what do you think of that? You have any thoughts on what was just said here?
Oh, I thought that was a good idea about the water and saying it's vodka. No, so the imposter syndrome you were talking about, you can be talking with people at your work, and then you walk away and you go, "What the heck was that? Like, I don't even feel like I fit in." Like they're outside. You're measuring your insides by their outsides or something like that. Like, and so I mean, are you feeling like you're not measuring up to them, or you're just really not interested in what they're talking about?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
It's not you. It's me. Yep. All right. Where were we? Go ahead. Say what you were saying again.
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
I think Rim did that intentionally because we were getting too close. I think he derailed it. As a way to
How long have you been feeling lonely
when?
when you get off work, Rem?
Yeah.
I don't feel lonely. I'm fulfilled in certain places, right? I just need, I need that otherworldly escape sometimes when shit's weird and I can just make jokes with
Minecraft.
people who get my sense of humor. Yeah, in Minecraft. Yeah. I want Cody to understand I want to be close to him. That's what I'm, it's like kind of like a couples counseling.
Why? Why is that something to like desire? I'm stinky.
That's
why
fine.
You want to be close to me,
I don't
Rem?
smell you. You're far away.
Yeah, let's keep it that way, bud.
I'm making things weird.
Are you really talking about yourself?
Always.
Or are you trying
It's
to talk about
it's always
actually-
like this. I wake up and there's like 49 text messages unread from Rem. It's just like
Not anymore.
miss
We
you.
don't do that. Okay, yeah. That was we stopped.
No.
Actually, I opened up quite honestly there for a few minutes, and I'm sorry I did because everything's supposed to be kayfabe
Yeah, it was
on the
weird.
show. Yeah, it was really
Hey,
strange.
never
You
do
feel
that
lonely
again.
sometimes. You said not always, but you really want to spend more time with your buddies here on your podcast, especially that's a special area of feeling lonely. But generally, you feel pretty good most of the time. You said.
Yeah.
Dude, I think you would rule in like a group like the Oddfellows or something. I think, the membership, you need community, man. That's what you're missing.
Yeah, that's it. That's right. Because I haven't seen like Chris O.C. is like my only friend left after Fit died. And I haven't seen Chris O.C. in 2 years, over 2 years. Because, New York took a shit and decided they wanted to kill a bunch of old people. And I hate that. I hate that they wanted to kill old people. Nope. People at home will get that.
That all got pinned on that one dude who touched that lady. Andrew Cuomo, fuck that guy.
Yeah, they didn't.
And then remember what he did to his dog? Like he left his dog at the governor's mansion, and like an aide had to take it.
Yeah,
he was dick of the week for that. I think.
I thought that was your dog. All right.
I've probably had more old fashions in the past 6 months though than ever in my life. So those are actually really popular drinks.
Yeah. When I was at the bar
like
on Monday, I was like, "Hook it up, sister. Let's do this."
It's an alcoholic drink.
How would
and
that bartender
the best way
not
to
know
have
what
a
that
donut.
is?
Right? Any bartender learns an old fashioned like almost immediately. You need to know how to make an old fashioned. Yeah.
it's
Also,
a
Rem, like
staple.
every bartender, everyone that works a bar shift like should have like invested like that $2.99 for that one app that literally is like crib notes for every drink imaginable, even drinks
Bible.
that were like
Mixology
the
app.
last time. Yeah, even a drink that was like the last time it was ordered, it was in like, you know, a Soviet state somewhere. Just like the full encyclopedia and like, you know, a user experience. I can just like read it in big ass font. You know what I mean? So like, there's no.
I'm known for
fumbling
working second and third
anytime.
jobs, sometimes up to 6 jobs. And I always wanted one of them to be as a bartender, but I never trusted myself. You know, I have too many dead parent jokes, and it really takes people off guard. And I didn't want to put my trauma on other people while I was bartending. That and my hands just, man, I need something. They're numb all the time. They hurt, you know.
So,
like
What?
it-
You
it's
just be
terrible.
making old
Carpal tunnel
fashions
is a
like
bitch.
therapeutically.
Yeah, well, and also we just watched. I'm bringing South Park back into it. The Shake Weight episode, where all Randy needed was a good old fashioned, and the Shake Weight taught her that.
Right.
You know, it was a really funny episode.
So we can wrap up this introspection piece here, Salty. I'm
Wow.
looking for some advice as to how to get Cody to trust me as a friend and how we can open up more to him and make him more included.
Man, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So you see what I mean?
No. This is just a waste of everyone's time.
I don't
this
think
is
so. I
like
think it's
yours.
when a dude
Yeah.
who met a girl like 3 days ago,
Yeah.
like
Salty.
you know they fallen in love, and he proposes to her in a public place, and she's kind of like no, dude,
Yeah.
we've known each other for 3 days, like easy, like there's layers to me, and I gotta let you through it. You know, there's a lot of layers of security, and I gotta let you through those slowly, because for your safety too, you know, for your safety, I don't want to put too much of my shit on you too early. So that's how
Well,
I
how
operate.
you, Randy?
I imagine, you know, other people feel that too.
Yeah, Salty's the expert. Let's let her weigh in here. Then we'll talk about
Man.
Russia.
Be over here.
Where are you going? Don't leave.
I'm leaning off frame to do stuff.
Okay. All right, Salty, the floor is yours.
So you had Sarah Starr here last week, and then who else are you having for this month?
I don't know. I have no idea. We'll figure it out when
Okay.
we get there. I don't know when we're recording the next episode yet either. So
Kristen
Okay.
will do it.
Good, playing it by ear.
yeah,
We know women, right?
we
got
do.
a
A couple
wife.
of them don't like us anymore. Yeah, Randy has a wife.
Whose fault is that?
It's all mine. I get that. I probably said something like, "Oh man, wearing these masks are stupid," and then lost a lot of followers. Turns out I wasn't wrong. Okay, let's go into Salty. So, do you have anything to say about my relationship with Cody, or are we just? Am I kind of like I'm leading in the right direction? Just leave the guy alone because I just want to. I'll leave him alone if that's what he wants. I promise.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you guys can rib each other, and you're pretty close, and you can use each other as examples. And
No, don't fall for it. He's a tricky, shitty man that needs to be knocked down every time.
Oh, that's not
I
nice.
appreciate that honesty about you, Cody. That's what I appreciates about yous.
Thank you, sir.
Cody, you're the best part of the show. All right, that.
No.
You've been told that.
No.
You are.
Cody,
No,
I
you
dare
are.
say you're salt of the earth. I want you to eat
Oh,
that,
yeah.
little bud. I think you need to knock down a peg too, motherfucker.
No, fuck off.
Get him, Randy.
This is not
Salt of the earth.
acceptable. This is inappropriate. This is above
put
my
my-
pay grade.
My hands. Okay, well we'll get Karen from HR in here.
No,
we need
I
to
hate her.
next
I
week.
hate that bitch. I hate that bitch.
She
No, you
she
can't-
is
you
pretty
can't say
far
that,
into
Cody.
QAnon.
It'd be nice.
No,
Yeah.
She's
No,
deep
yeah,
into
don't- yeah.
QAnon.
You don't want to mess with that.
Oh,
and she
my
did
God.
pitch that
Well-
deliverance ministry to me once.
Okay.
You know, whenever I found out about my mental illness, she called it a
Fantastic.
Jezebel spirit that needed taken out.
That's what that is.
But yeah, we can bring her in next week.
Yep. Maybe.
Feels like my birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
Feels
Have you guys seen Batman yet?
birthday.
I want to see that movie maybe next weekend.
Yeah, me too.
No, I have not. I haven't seen it. I hear weird things about it. I hear some people say it's great.
There's
and other
something
people
I
say
want to
it's
hate about
not.
it, but I can't find anything. It's that.
Did you see it, Code?
It's literally that. No, I haven't seen
okay.
it.
Yeah.
There's something in my gut that wants to hate it, but my head can't pick one thing at all.
I did.
Which is like,
I
why?
did see a
There's
great
nothing wrong with
meme
it.
that had the Patterson dude in Twilight, and it said "worst vampire ever" because it took him 9 years to turn into a bat.
Salty, did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I think I'm gonna take some people next weekend.
Does
I'm
Adam
kinda
go
mad
see
at
movies?
the HBO Max guy for not putting it on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Sorry.
I want to see it at home. I don't want to spend 3 hours in a theater. But does Adam go see movies, Salty, or do you have to go with other people?
No, it was actually his idea
Oh,
to
okay.
go see Batman. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've been to
You
a
know-
few
you don't like
movies.
sneaking shit
We've been
into
to a few
theaters?
movies. It's the ones where you can kick your feet up and they're the lazy boys, and if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
cold, in
Yeah,
there, you put
buddy.
the heater on and all that stuff. And
Oh, Cody.
sometimes we go to the
in
dinner
sync.
theaters on occasion.
I haven't done the dinner theater yet. 'Cause
Oh,
I have to shove a bunch of popcorn in my face and then feel full for the rest of the movie. It's my style.
No.
what's that really nice from the Alamo?
The joy is sneaking
theater or
shit into
something?
the movie theater.
I'm too old for that, Cody. We did that when I was
it's
a kid.
the fun part.
Right,
Yeah,
now we sneak in a
stay
bottle
young.
of water.
No,
My
you
kid-
get creative with it. You try and sneak in a kielbasa and poutine now.
I wish I could sneak in an icy. My kid always wants an icy. The fucking thing's like $7 for a medium. It's like shit. It's $1.99 at fucking Cumberland Farms down the street.
Get
Like,
yeah,
can you wait 10
Janko
minutes?
jeans.
Janko
Our
jeans.
company
your thighs.
sponsored theater is Alamo Draft House. They're fantastic. Go there and say TRDS.
Okay, no, you're too high for
and
that
they'll
now.
let you into the secret room.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
get
too.
free luck
yeah.
of confusion.
Yeah, no more sponsorships. Salty, what's new in the BDSM scene? I haven't been using FetLife too often these days, so I don't know what you guys are up to. But how's things kicking now that COVID's over? How's the scene? How's everything?
It's good. It's good. Well, we've talked since October, but we had a really good Halloween party. So it was a costume party, and it was in kind of one of the warehouses.
Is that the one where I saw Adam's ass?
Everybody could just get up on stage or, have a scene or whatever and have a lot of drinks. And it's kind of potluck. So everybody brings food and.
Whoa. Wait a second. Everybody can get up on stage and have a scene? What kind of scene? Are we doing improv or are we doing sex scenes? Like, what's happening?
There's some
fives.
impact play scenes or whatever it is people are into. So they might be up on the cross to do some flogging, or they might do some rope shibari work, or sometimes they like to draw blood. Some of them
Is
are
this
into,
like
a
Cut
little
'em
knife,
up.
Are there
a
people-
little knife play or a little needle play or something like that. Yeah.
holy shit? So do
Staples.
people watch
Don't
this?
get go for Randy in here. He'll
Other-
talk
yeah.
about traditionalism again. That would be terrible for ratings.
No, yeah, don't do that, Randy. Yeah, you go ahead and mute for a few minutes. This is more interesting. So they have a stage that they use, and there's people like an
this
audience that
particular
watches
venue,
this.
there was a stage in Houston, and they do on different nights of the weeks. They might do like poetry slams, or different theater plays or something
Poetry
like that.
slams.
And then so they just happen to use it for hosting the party, and so they just put up like 3 different stations up on the stage, and then they had 2 or 3 stations down on the floor, where the audience would kind of usually sit, and so and everybody could just kind of go to town, do whatever they wanted to do. There was one girl they had up on a table they were using what was it, Adam? A machine, like one of those dildos on the end of a drill or something. Oh, reciprocating.
Oh.
Okay, and a sawzall. Did a sawzall dildo?
It's
Cody.
either that or what is it? A Cuisinart. It's either the reciprocating saw or the Cuisinart. That's modified to be a sex toy.
Wow. This is amazing.
Adam tied me up. We did some shibari.
Yep.
So I did that, and then I got up on the stage, and I had another partner that did some impact play on me. So that was fun. And it was really kind of my first times to not just be voyeuring, but to be more of an exhibitionist. So that was pretty fun.
Do you have to reserve time on the stage, or do you just go up when you feel like it? Like, how does this work?
It's just whoever gets up there. No.
Do people ever fight about getting up there?
So they had like 2 or 3 crosses set up, and the biggest one was
Jesus
in the center,
crosses?
so I just took center stage.
No.
Are they the crosses? Are they X's like the flayed man and the
Boltons?
Boltons?
Not like
okay, not Jesus. All right,
it'd be too loaded.
That'd be rad.
It'd be like what? No, it wouldn't be. You weird Italian.
Why wouldn't it be? That'd be fucking awesome. Be on a Jesus cross,
loaded. You can't
getting hit with whips and shit and tied up. Fucking
man,
great.
oh, you're the guy that clicks on the nun porn tab, aren't you?
Depends on who the actress is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah,
just slapped you around.
I went to Catholic school.
I don't know where that
years.
kink comes from.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, there was a chick hitting a guy with a ruler on his dick. That's right. Yeah, Adam was.
Ow!
Yardstick.
And there was another guy walking around with like a rubber hood over his head, right? A blue rubber hood or something. Yeah, we know him.
God, all right, Salty. Let's
Catholic school for flipping someone off.
Let's get into this, Salty, because Salty, we had Sarah on last episode, and the reason I had her on is because she and I were having a conversation. She brought up a guy who got off to watching her squeeze a loaf of bread between her breasts, and so I wanted to know more about some of the weird things that she's had requested of her, and we got into the whole vomit thing, and it was and all this. So you're in the scene. And I'm sure you've been to places like this where dudes are doing weird shit. Go ahead, Cody. You got something to say? Go for it.
Sorry, it's literally 1 episode later, and I got the pun. Pansexual. That's the pun.
Wash in a pan, pansexual.
Well, pan is like bread in like
bread
the other
in the
like
pan,
9 language.
Pan in Spanish is
that
bread.
was the joke. Yeah. I was there. I mentioned I was like workshopping. I was off the entire last episode with Sarah Starr because I was trying to get that one pun. And here we are. It's all on. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, that too. But here we are. It's on camera. Literally, like
that would
one
have been
episode
a better
later.
episode title. Better
Nailed
episode title. Better episode art.
I let everyone down.
You let everybody down. God damn it. So
then there was a kind of a swap meet where we had. Well, I guess people could sell some of their toys and implements and things like that for not very expensive either.
Used.
And Adam picked up a suit it's a leather suit that you can lace up or zip up, and like from head to toe, like you're mummified in it, and it has like a zipper in the back or flaps in the front and different things like that. It was like $20.
What do you do with
it's really nice,
suit
like lined.
That?
It's like a leather jacket. It's really nice. It was like not even used, so yeah, that's interesting. You never know what you'll find.
What's it?
The swap meets.
What's it called if Randy is all tied up and suited up so he can't move, but just his dick is out, and it's just like someone can just come by and play with his dick, and he has to deal with it? Is that a fetish?
Bondage. Some sort of bondage.
Okay. Sounds like mummification.
Yeah. Sounds like a better gig for Walter.
Or like
don't start.
Or how about a vacuum bed? You see those cool vacuum beds?
Yes.
I've
seen those.
I've been in a vacuum bed
to
before.
Give you a straw.
I was in Utah.
Oh my God.
That I went to go see, and we went to a kink night at a club, and they had a table set up with a vacuum bag on it, and so we each took turns getting in it, and it sucks all the air out and like clings to your body. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Good stuff.
So,
have you ever slept on a love sack in Minnesota? One of the best nights sleep I've ever had in my life.
In Houston, Texas, with somebody before.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Randy.
I fell asleep listening to this dude's podcast, and I woke up the next day.
They're like memory foam. I like them.
Yeah, I've been part of Randy's life for 10 years. That's crazy. Salty, when you're in the vacuum sack, first of all, what are you breathing through? Is it a regular straw or is it an oversized straw? Like you need more, or is it
I don't.
Scuba pipe?
All our faces were covered. I think it was just up to the neck.
Oh, Okay, I've only seen it with the faces and then like the weird thing coming out of the mouth. All right, so when you're in a vacuum, and you're getting all the air sucked out, and you're pinned down there. Then what happens? So like, does somebody come along and play with you, or you just kind of like lay there and enjoy it?
People. I mean, it was usually probably people that had come together that were playing with each other, I guess. So it was just kind of funny to feel the sensations and stuff like that. And yeah.
Okay, Randy, see if you can get one of those for when you come out. We'll see what we can do. We'll get a cross and one of those vacuum sacks. All right.
I can make a deal with a White Court Vampire Rim.
No, you can't.
All right. Yep. Thank you. So Salty, you're living through the scene and being as open as you are. Do you have any like weird requests that you've gotten from some crazy dude? Because my theory is men are into just about anything, and the crazier the better. So it doesn't surprise me. Like Sarah Star was getting poop requests immediately. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I do have a story. So the only person I ever picked up off of FET was a young man who wanted me to be his dom. And so he brought over his own suitcase full of things, and it was chains with padlocks. And so I chained him down to my bed, like quartered him like four corners. And then he had a hood that I put on him, and just kind of, I don't know, just teased him, had my way with him and stuff like that. And then that was fun. I should have taken pictures, and I asked him, I was like, can I take a picture? And he was like, yeah. And then I just got so distracted by what I was doing that I forgot. So.
So what does he get out of that? You tie him down, you chain him up, you padlock him shut. Are you getting him off? Are you having sex with him, or is he just enjoying you like hitting him with stuff?
A little bit of everything. So it's kind of like the bondage thing, like you were talking about earlier, with just whatever else is exposed that's out, and you just play with that or whatever. It's fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cody, Randy, either of you want to talk about any weird requests you've received from a man?
No.
Well, my old landlord actually called me up and wanted me to buy a memory stick that I lost in my first apartment. Yeah, it's not the best thing. I was just getting a blowy from the ex-wife. That's it. So
no videos
my
or
face.
Anything.
Yeah,
no, that's literally it.
Barber offered me like $100 for my hair once. That was weird. Wasn't a man though.
Did you take it?
Yeah. No.
Why not?
Because it's weird, Rem.
It's a lot of money.
Was it
I wish Bill would say.
Did she want to rate it and cut it off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She it was the weirdest thing. I was on like some kind of inventory counting job. It was like this old fucking military base. It had like a barber shop and like a gift shop and like a whole like tailor shop. They wanted me to take inventory of the entire thing. And while I'm doing this old Jewish lady that worked at the barber shop was just like I'll give you $100 for your hair. Just sneak into the barber shop right now with me, and I'll give you $100. I'm like, no.
Interesting.
No, stop. That's weird.
I bet she's Orthodox and her husband's going bald.
She was very Jewish.
Yeah.
Well, long natural hair is really worth, I don't even know how much, but they can make wigs out of them and all sorts of stuff.
No, the weird comment was like, what did she say? She was like, oh, that's where your girlfriends grab onto, right? And I'm just like, what is this weird, like, old lady, like, doing to me right now?
My uncle's
for your
wife
hair
made me that offer once. It's $20, but my hair, wasn't that. It's thick, but it's, never gets long. It gets curly.
Adam's hair is getting really long. You can almost get it in a ponytail now.
Oh, he does that thing though. He only cuts it when it's long. Like he does. Yeah, he grows it for a year.
I think he just shaves it himself, and then he lets it grow out completely just from the way it was shaved, and then he just cuts it again. Like there's no style to it. But it looks good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam's a good dude.
He told me I could get. He told me I could tell him he could get his haircut any way I wanted to. I think
they gave you that
what if I
power.
did that? And I was like, I don't want you to cut it. I like it long.
Wow. Okay.
But the shit gets hot, motherfucker.
Yeah.
The hair gets
So what are you
hot,
going to do? Is he going to leave it long and you're going to braid it and stuff? Or
He's been talking about wanting to cut it
sides?
because he's going to get hot in the warehouse where he works. But
Yeah.
I said, why don't you just tie it
my
back?
God.
He goes, yeah, I guess I could do that. It'll take a
The
little
man
bit
works
How
longer.
hard,
much it
apparently.
costs to groom my golden doodle? Take a stab, boys and girls, please.
$350. No, wait. Knowing you and the money you pay for things, it's probably like a $600 event, isn't it?
No,
No. Am I close?
no. 130 bucks at PetSmart.
I was going to say 150.
See?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Do that yourself. Just get some clippers. Get a fucking.
But they
Manscaped
shaved
thing
it
you
so
won't-
even. We used to take him to this guy who had real shaky hands, and it wasn't the best haircut. Like Kristen showed up, we found him online. Kristen showed up and was like, I guess this is what we're doing, bud. And got him back, and he looked pretty good, but he was pretty not even. So now he was even. But yeah, we didn't know we couldn't tip him on the card, so we unfortunately didn't tip. I felt bad about that.
Salty,
Next
do
time.
you or Adam have a pet?
I have a cat. I have a cat with no
Okay.
tail. She's a
Oh,
Manx.
cool.
It's a Manx cat, yeah. So they don't
A
have any
Spanx
tails.
cat. Gotcha. What's her name?
Her name's Mama Cat.
Mama cat.
Yeah, she's
I
kind of a
love when
stray
cats
that I
get real
picked up
names.
that I didn't really want to make a commitment to, but she had a litter that we helped her take care of because it was raining and flooding outside. So there was a couple of babies we saved, and the third one didn't make it. So we just brought her in and was like, called her Mama Cat because she raised her little kittens in my house. So
My sister is doing like the similar thing. And she had the awesome like joy of like naming a brother and sister from a litter because like she was gonna like foster them, and she took fucking forever. And like you can have so many fun things with like a brother and sister like name duo combo. She just dropped the ball.
Like
Man, I have
Tom
the
and
most
Jerry.
horrific story about a litter of cats.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Man,
my
come on,
friend,
dude.
his dad, they
Let's
found
just-
that there was
Let's
meowing
just hang on that one. Just
under
hang
the
on.
house.
No, we don't need to do that.
Meowing. Okay.
People get really upset.
Randy,
when we
let's
talk
do
about-
weed over here.
Yeah, let's do weed over there.
Yeah,
Salty,
come on over here,
one
buddy.
more question before we get into our advice section here, because it looks like we have some thinking with your Dickman questions, and
Cheers,
you
buddy.
as a professional advice giver, and me too as well. We can give some great advice. But are you still into the polyamory lifestyle?
yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay. So, how do you decide who's number one? Because I have to guess, or I have to believe, because the way my
Fucking
brain works.
boomer question.
Stop it, Cody. Is that there's
No.
always a pecking order to everything in life. Okay. You
How
have
dare
your, you have your favorite soda.
Yeah, that
You have your favorite car. You have your favorite
wow,
shows.
Rim.
So you got to have your favorite lover, right? So like, how do you decide who's A, B, and C?
My
And
politics
then
are literally anti-hierarchy.
further, all right, you have A, B, and C, but further, how do you decide who gets time spent with who and when? Like, this is very complicated to me.
Well,
So
some of that's
you break that
decided.
down?
Some of that's decided before you meet because they have already someone they live with, a nesting partner, a spouse, or something like that. And typically, that domestic side is, it just takes up a lot of time, money, emotion, and all that, chores, whatever it is, childcare, depending on what people's situations are. People like Adam who have no kids and they're not married, he's very available. So that is convenient for me. So
works itself out.
it just kind of works itself out as far as like time availability, I think. And then there's always logistics, geographic location and things like that. So
Google Calendar is your friend, right?
exactly. Oh, by the poly life, you have to use your calendars. Yeah. Yeah. It's, what's the saying? Love is infinite. Time is not.
I know.
That's what they say.
It's fucked up. Time sucks. Like,
It does. Like we're limited here on Earth. A totally limited time.
But if you really think about it, there's
But all
really
we
nothing
really
more
have,
than just the here and now. Right?
That's what I was about to
it.
say, buddy.
Yeah, bud.
Same wavelength. That's
That's
why
it.
free will's an illusion, Rim.
You're probably right. Like I'm really thinking they're programming all this bullshit around to see how we deal with it, and like they're gonna close it off pretty soon. Like the end's coming, man. It's fucking sad, but
it's always coming. It's always coming.
Yeah.
No, when we were circling
sound
back,
like go
on,
for
like,
Randy now.
No, shut up. It's me, Cody. My turn to say things with my mouth hole, Randy.
Get it, boy.
Circling back to like saying like one of the like the most finite and treasured things we have is time. Like, have you ever? I'm only recounting this because I recollected this earlier in my day here. But like, have you ever like given back somebody time and just have that reaction on their face, like, oh, it's like it's happy go lucky, like joyous because like you've handed them back hours that like they would have used elsewhere. Like the real life example I'm using is like we used to, like, me and my boys, you know what I mean, like some of Roast Mortem cast, we used to go on this like retreat into the middle of Pennsylvania in the middle of nowhere just to get like really drunk and smoke weed and like, you know, our friends like timeshare.
That sounds awesome.
And it was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But like the pain in the ass thing is like, because it's a timeshare, you need to be upsy and outsy at the ass crack of like, you know, dawn the next day because like, you know, you're bricked out with your time. So the very unfortunate thing is like you have to wake up at like 7 a.m., get all like the shit in the car and like clean up and shit like that. But the thing is, like, there was one awesome night where like I took just the right amount of drugs where like I entered this like this Zen janitorial state where I couldn't sleep, but I was just very content walking around the house and just like emptying the ashtrays and like grabbing the empties and wiping everything down. By the time like the sun came up, everyone was just like, oh my God, it's like Cody was Mr. Clean, like some drugged up Mr. Clean last night, and we can just jump in the car and leave. And like just the joy of like giving people like that time back instead of like, you know, cleaning for the next 2 hours, we can just have a quiet cup of coffee and jump in the car and leave. And
A quiet company.
that
with
is
the boys.
Yeah, it's good. It's
I
good.
literally
Zen right
aspire
there.
to do the opposite.
Yeah, no.
Cody.
Randy wastes everybody's time.
I'm in forever in search of that cocktail again, of just like something that just like keeps me up the entire night. I don't care, but like I'm in this like introspective mood that like desires to clean everything around me.
Have a kid.
People waste their own time, Rim. I just try and get their attention for as long as I can. It's an exercise.
Is that why he's on the podcast?
An exercise in raising people's attention spans, because that's what we're losing is attention. And we're giving it to people who are making billions off of it.
People zone out when someone just drones on and on and on about nothing forever, bro.
And dead parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really should let me tell the kitten story.
No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't have. I'm cutting you off. I know people get mad, but no kitten story. Yeah, let's.
So how is y'all's love life anyway? How's everybody's love life? We've been speaking of mine. How's y'all's love life?
It's been great. I'm an amazing lover. Like I had like really great sex the other night, and it was really, really good. I want everybody to know that. I want like I was going through, like I was in a different world, like the simulation breaking, fucking mind bending experience. You know, when you get on that wavelength, and you just boom, and then
dude, I've had that in California
boom,
before.
I felt like it's gonna
It was
fucking
unnatural.
die.
Start
I was
yelling
dead.
numbers at your wife. Yeah.
And you know what really bothered me, Salty, is that like if I had, because I really my heart was really racing afterwards, right? More was probably in my head. There may have been, you know, my friend Mike may have gotten involved a little bit, but what I'm saying is that if I died,
that's an in joke. That is very weird if it's not explained. No, that shot you in the foot. That was funny.
If I died,
there's a man named Mike that would have helped Rem in the room next to him and his wife and their naked bodies.
No,
It's always fun to add another part. Anyway.
The problem
Salty's right.
is that if I had died having sex or during or after sex, right? And like that's most badass way to die. But if I had died that way, Randy, Steven, and Cody would never have known that's the way I died. There was no way they would ever known I died having sex. Because it's not like my wife would
Look
tell
who
them.
just self-revealed he doesn't film.
You'd like to be known if that did happen, that would be on your epitaph. Died while making love.
Yes, if I died having sex, I want everybody to know. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know, I wrote an epitaph. It was less than a paragraph today.
It rhymed.
I wrote it up and I smoked it. Took it inside. I'm to blame.
You're doing song lyrics now.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
No.
The other two.
Favorite band.
You
know
can
the name,
freaking
Cody?
pre-write your eulogy and like pretend like that's what happens, in the future. But nobody has to know if it's true or not. That you died.
I want
while
a
making love.
GIF.
Rim, why don't we create the
tombstone to play a
simulation
GIF.
in the metaverse
It
where
could be in your last request.
where
final
we can
request.
simulate our death as many times as we want.
You should play Accounting Plus.
Oh,
And then, you can do that. All right.
You stick it in your butt.
Wow.
Let's do some advice here. Oh God, I don't know which one the advice one is. There it is.
You want segments? We've got segments.
This is one for me,
Oh,
isn't it?
I hit the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this thing. Yeah, this is for you, Cody. There it is. I gotta do it over again because I fucked up.
Shit.
You want segments? We've got segments.
Got a lot of editing to do. Good thing I have a week to do it.
It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
All right, here at the Rich Dickman Show, the interns compile the questions that you send in. They send them to us for Cody to read, and then we're going to give you some great advice. And we have Salty with us tonight, so she's going to give you even better advice than what we could. And that's saying something, because I'm a professional advice giver going on 10 years now, Randy. I don't know if you knew that. 10 years I've been doing this bullshit. But go ahead, Cody.
in May.
Read us our first request for advice. Should have done that already.
Jaqueline from Elizabeth City, North Carolina writes, I'm having an upper endoscopy, and the clinic requires you to have someone present with you directly after the procedure while you receive the results.
My God, this
I
is
really
so
don't
time-
want...
Go ahead.
I really don't want to spill my secrets in front of the family member who will be there for the procedure. What are you keeping up there? What's going on? I want the secrets now. I'm really nervous about this. Can people control themselves if they want to? What is that? Thanks a lot for any tips. This is weird. So
this is a very good question, Cody. And Salty, before I throw it over to you to answer, I just want to give some background information on this. Right? I am a veteran.
This
isn't me. I don't go to my own show for advice. Jesus Christ! Like really, it's not about me. But I am a veteran of the upper endoscopy and the colonoscopy. Matter of fact, I got a colonoscopy scheduled, Randy, on the 28th of April, buddy. That's going to be around the showtime. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Buddy, Godspeed.
But here's the thing.
The shit you got to chug's the worst.
Yeah, no, it's better than it was 15 years ago. But here's the thing. They say that sometimes when you're waking up from the anesthesia, sometimes you reveal truths about yourself that you don't want other people to hear. It's kind of like a truth serum, right? So the first time I had a colonoscopy, I said, nobody comes in here until I'm fully awake. All right. Just nurses and doctors. And that's it. You wait till I'm dressed before you bring anybody in here. Cause I'm not going to fucking spill any bullshit, like whatever. So this is a legitimate concern. Salty, we're going to throw it to you first. Do you have any advice for Jacqueline?
Well, no, I mean, I think being in healthcare, that's exactly what we would ask is we do things according to your consent. So if you need time to be sure it's all worn off first, and then not have any visitors until then. you have a right to ask for that. So self-determination.
Right,
Yeah, your own
right.
agency. We have to represent because we got to protect you as a professional.
Yeah, matter of fact, they should be upfront about that too. It's like, hey, when you're coming out of anesthesia, you may say stuff probably shouldn't
Right.
say.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah,
And
be
make sure.
aware.
Hey, am I going to be in the clear by this time? Like, I want to make sure I'm in the clear-headed.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I got my, sorry, I'll wait.
Go. No,
whenever I
jumped in
got my
Perfect
wisdom
time to
teeth
go, and you.
I got
Go
my
ahead,
wisdom
Randy.
teeth out, and the doctor was very concerned about that. He was really good, and he gave me a Valium to take on the way there.
Right.
And yeah, it was good. I
Good
still
job.
owe him like $400
See,
because my insurance fucked it up.
I would have fun with the opportunity. I would get my sister to pick me up from this upper endoscopy. I hate that word, endoscopy procedure.
Endoscopy.
And I'm all woozy on drugs, and I'll be like, "Did you know one of us is adopted?" And then you know what I mean, and then when I'm sober, I'm like, "What? I don't remember saying anything." And she'll just always have that moment. You know what I mean? That'll be a big brother little sister moment we can have.
Oh
and
my
share
God.
Together.
I just thought of something. Randy and Cody, maybe you can help me. Salty,
What?
if you know anything about this, feel free. But apparently, amazingly, my friend Mike is also scheduled for colonoscopy in the coming months. Should he be
One that hangs
disclosing?
around in your room?
Yeah. Should he be disclosing to his anesthesiologist how much weed he smokes?
Absolutely. Yes.
Why not?
You gotta be safe with that, bud.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Why should I'm going to tell him this? I'm going to make sure he knows.
Well,
He's going to want to
why?
reason. Yeah.
Shit. Why? No, because it's important.
Because
Because
it's-
if the guy is using some new stuff that doesn't jive with the stuff you're taking, you're in trouble.
Right.
Okay.
You increase your odds of dying from the procedure by 0.71, bud.
Yeah, man.
And in those realities, 0.03 of them, your family's happy. Remember we talked about that.
Oh,
So
God
you
damn
gotta
it.
be
And it may
careful
mix
with
with
those
your
odds.
tolerance and the potency and the effectiveness of the.
I mean, Mike's
Did you know,
tolerance. I'm
simple,
not talking about me. I'm talking about Mike.
Right. Did you know, is Mike red-haired? Because, being, as simple as something as red-haired is something, the anesthesiologist has to take into account. Because those
Really?
people have, red-haired people,
They have pain tolerance right up the ass, right?
No, they have painkiller tolerance. So, you,
And no
drug them
soul,
up
according to South Park.
because they have no soul and they don't feel pain. So you drug them up like a normal person, like anyone here on this. Anyone here on this show, and a regular redheaded person will wake up while their rib cage saw is spinning up, and it's just what is. And you have to be like, holy shit, he's red-haired. I forgot, and then put him back down.
Wow.
I wonder if that's what
Like,
happened
what am-
to Michael Jackson. Maybe he was redheaded.
No, he definitely wasn't redheaded. That definitely wasn't
Yeah.
a thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I wasn't really alive for his run. I couldn't truly appreciate it.
I was raised by one of
Missed a
those
lot.
Asian mothers that very judiciously handed out the children's Tylenol only when she thought I was really hurt. So I had my head knew about the concept of painkillers, but my physiology was just if it's stronger than the Tylenol, I might have trouble with that. So when I get my fucking teeth pulled, you know what I mean? The wisdom teeth, the doctor, the anesthesiologist was just I just gave him a drop of it. And he was out like a fucking light. Because his mom never gave him a fucking Advil in his life. And it's just wow. And I got codeine after that. And that was amazing.
You know what
great.
got me on board
Saves you
with
money.
medicine?
What?
The movie Osmosis Jones.
That was horrible. That was horrible.
Cartoon?
Yeah.
And then they made a cartoon afterward, which shoots the entire movie in the foot. Because the cartoon displays Frank being a piece of shit again.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. Cody, read the next question.
Oh. Excuse me. Jesus Barbaro from God, you guys
Chingatog.
just make fun of me. No.
Chingatog.
Jesus Barbera from Chingatog, Virginia writes, how do I get people to stop asking for advice / favors? Wow. I feel like all I do is help others out, and it's wearing me out. How do I make time for myself? I want to be able to podcast like you guys do. Hey, how do you do it? Oh,
wow.
Man.
Jesus, I feel like the interns are in my head this week, and I have nothing to do with thinking you're Dickman. That's not kayfabe. That's true. I don't touch this shit at all.
How do I do this?
Wow. Salty, so start with you, since you're a guest tonight. Do you have any advice for Jesus Barbaro, or do you want to think about this one for a minute?
I think the person could just decline when people ask them to help as much as they have been, and say they're busy, they have things to do for themselves. That way it takes care of both issues.
Okay. So I look at it like if you've been giving yourself for advice and mentorship and all that stuff, right? And then all of a sudden there's too much of it, it's hard to say no because you've already given yourself to that person. Does that make any sense? Like, I might be getting a little drunk now, so I'm sorry. But like, it's hard to suddenly pivot from, yeah, I'm here for you, to, you know what, go the fuck away, I don't need you. Leave me alone. I need time for myself. Like, that seems like a difficult pivot to make.
Yeah.
Well, in the book Time Management for Mortals, 4,000 Weeks, the guy tries to talk about the fact that with time, like with email, if you answer more email, the more email you get. So the more advice that you're giving, the more people are going to ask you.
Right.
So you just got to detach and set boundaries. You got to learn to do that. So detach from the situation.
There's a very interesting phenomena. There's Latin for it. I can't remember what it is, but essentially it states like your daily to-do list will take one day to do, regardless of how long it is. So enjoy your life accordingly. It's your daily to-do list. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's just like anything on that list will take a day. If it's nothing, just take the day doing nothing. That's what, right. That's the nature of the to-do list. And, you know, live your life accordingly. You know, if there's 5 billion things on it, like, you know, maybe split that between multiple days. But,
well, people think that the peasants back in the day worked really hard, and they did, but they enjoyed a lot more leisure than we do too. So
yeah, but
because they measured their time by their tasks. You know, so that's what I've tried to do is, like, you know, I try and get up in time. I count my sleep cycles, how many sleep cycles I can get, an hour and a half at a time, and wake myself up at the end of one so that I'm not setting myself up for failure at the start of the day. And then from there, you know, I do my routine where I'm cooking and stuff. And that's how I replaced McDonald's, is with a new routine based on my...
I love this anti-McDonald's, like, routine that's fucking, like, pivoted your life into, like, you know, the wild blue. Good on you, Randy.
Well, you know what John Schnatter taught me, Cody, with Papa John's?
No, I don't. No.
When his
how to say the N-word.
Grandfather
what did
died,
he teach you?
When his grandfather died, he went to his dad's bar, and he made the choice to go left, away from the bar and into his pizza shop.
Yeah.
And next thing you know,
Randy, we have a guest with us. I don't know if you know this. So I'm gonna throw to the guest. I'm gonna throw to Salty. Salty, you offered a very controversial solution to this problem. But is there an eloquent way to say, leave me the fuck alone? I don't want to give you advice anymore.
I would say, you know, I'd love to be able to sit and chat, but I have to go take care of some things, and I'll let you know when I have time.
Just ignore them. Just ignore them when they've got like 52 fucking messages, like waiting for you when you wake up. You just ignore them. That's what I do,
Cody. It's not 52.
Cody, if you were committed, you'd get on the Eastern time.
You saw the
if you were committed to the Rich Dickman Corp. You know what? I'm going to say it out on air.
Thank you, Randy.
If you were really committed, you're working from home, you would commit to changing your sleep schedule to that of the Eastern time zone. That way 52. You could be more involved.
And none of them were mine. 52 and none of them were mine. You know what I mean? Like that's like I want to paint I want to paint a picture of how ridiculous.
You're
ridiculous
lying.
52 messages is. That's if you split each of them a deck of fucking cards and they wrote their text message. If you gave Randy the red cards and Rem the black cards, that's enough cards for them to write 52 fucking text messages on and then hand them back to me. That's what I wake up to sometimes.
I'm sorry we want to include you.
You're not sorry. You're not fucking sorry.
Jesus Christ. Let's ask salty
Yeah,
question.
Cody, and I'm still waiting on those notes
saying
from the
that
lottery
I'll be there for
scratching
you
videos.
no matter what is from the beginning is probably a good idea.
Thank you, Salty. Thank you for bringing it back. Don't say that shit.
52, man.
Yeah, okay. All right. First of all, it's not 52. Okay. Second of all, the 6 messages I had today with Salty were more than I've had with you in the last week.
No,
Third of all,
I screen cap.
Third of all, those Randy scratching the shame videos. Am I gonna have to do those myself? Are you still getting in there?
I got them.
Okay.
No,
you got them. Okay. All right. All right. Salty, thank you. Your advice is great. You do a good job at this. What are you doing? Are you blocking us? No. Okay.
Me? A little bit.
Me?
Do we want to do another one of these, Randy?
Yes.
Randy?
Yeah, the interns worked really hard. Let's go through them, and then we have Dick of the Week as well.
We might not have time for Dick of the Week, but we'll see. Let's do number 3 for Thinking with Your Dickman. They'll be fine. All right. They've fucked up enough in the last couple of weeks. All right, Cody. Thinking with Your Dickman, number 3. Get it, boy.
That's a wall of text.
Turn those knees to butter of the ladies listening. They all love you. Best part of the show.
Yeah, well.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Jamira. Thank you, Ram. Jamira from Granbury, Texas writes, I have an idea that I want to protect and want to pitch to a company. I don't know if I can turn my idea into a business without the business I created it for.
Oh my God.
I have an idea for a new revenue model for Facebook. Wow. An already existing idea. I have an idea for a new revenue model for Facebook that uses their current model. Great. But gets more advertising from and more potential. But my model would only work on Facebook. I don't think I could start up a social networking site and get the same results. So my question is, do I try to patent the idea, then go to them with it, or what? How do I approach a successful company and tell them, hey, you could be making way more money and revolutionize social networking?
This has to
I'm
be
gonna
Donald
start.
Trump.
Well,
oh my God, that's a wall of text.
Yeah, I'm going to take this one right off the bat, okay? Because I'm going to go contrary to everything I said at the beginning of the show, and hopefully all that I deleted by accident. But I, myself, what I do, and what I teach my kids as much as I can to do, is to walk into every room like you own it, okay? You walk into the room like you're the most important person there, and you own the room.
Putin.
So when you go to Mark Zuckerberg and you say, listen, bitch, I got an idea that's going to make you even more money, and I want 40% of it. He'll listen. All right. It's all about attitude, all about how you present yourself. You walk straight with your shoulders back, your chin held high. Fuck you, NFHC. And you tell them my idea is better. Yep. My idea is good. You should listen to this. You get that confidence. You fake it till you make it, right, Salty? You fake it till you make it. And I've been faking it for a long time now, and maybe I'm making it. What do you think? What do you think about that?
That's horrible. That's bad advice.
Okay.
What you do? No, there's a solution for crazy people. And I know this because I am a said crazy person with this is you just mail it to yourself. You put your idea in a sealed envelope and you mail it to yourself, and you have that postmark or that date on the postmark be like your I conceived of this beforehand date. And then you also like take into account when you have your meeting with Facebook, and then if Facebook like steals your idea, you can just be like, I have a sealed document.
Yeah.
I have a sealed document that the United States government says was sealed at this time, aka before I talked to these people. Here we go. And you can do it if, you know.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you're
What?
like, no. There was just a podcast I listened to called World's Greatest Con, where they were talking about a guy who went on a game show, and he did that. They gave him the answers ahead of time, and he mailed them to himself just to prevent them from later. And it made Congress pass a law against game shows rigging their shows.
Mm-hmm.
Happened in the 50s.
Simulation
So,
breaking.
shit
Simulation
happens.
breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you ever have
It's
a
really
good idea, just
You
mail it
should
to
check it out.
yourself.
Okay, so
But
we
they
have
put
two different
ads in
ideas
it,
here.
so fuck them.
My
gotta
idea is
stop
basically
listening.
being straightforward with it and owning it, and Cody's idea is hiding away and then filing a lawsuit. Salty, which one of these do you agree with?
America, fuck
I
yeah.
have to agree with either one of those.
Oh, okay. What do you got?
I was going to say, well, it doesn't sound like it's that innovative based off of what already exists. In addition, how do you know it doesn't actually already exist? Because there's so many ideas floating around there that likely you might not be the first one that's thought of it. So I would do the research a little bit more. And I don't know, patenting something and everything is you really need to make sure it's unique first, right? Right, Adam?
It's a fucking nightmare.
It's a nightmare to make a patent. Yeah.
That's right. Adam was
Rich
doing
Dickman, they'll help you patent your idea. So you could get a job there.
Useless.
It's useless. I don't know, something about the way it's processed. Was it
I'm gonna have
I
Adam
think
back
his
on and talk
idea
about
is
that.
literally to bring Donald Trump back to Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough to sell to that little like UN that he formed to
Those
make
companies
decisions.
that help you patent something, they basically get paid more by making it more specific on what they're patenting. But by making it more specific, it protects you less. So it's basically useless.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Jesus
Man,
Christ.
I've turned in like 7 patents. They always put it on our homepage. And then we also had, I wanted to say that we had that video when doing business in Russia. If you have an idea, don't smile. Don't put your head up. They're
bad.
very, that's very offensive in Russia because they understand that, life is suffering. So
Yeah. Russia's being canceled. It's fascinating. It's the
yeah.
most fascinating time and I've ever experienced right now. This is
you should really go to the Dick of the Week.
Oh, goddamn. I don't want to. I want to wrap it up for tonight. That's what I want to do. All right. What do we got? Okay. All right. So thank you, Salty. Thank you for your advice. All right. I like what you bring to the table here. And if an advice podcast ever happens again, you certainly will be called by somebody at the Rich Dickman Corporation.
Okay.
So there you go.
I'll be
Yeah.
here.
All right, cool. All right, let's see if I can get the right one.
Ladies
There it
and
is.
gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this
tape on
week's
the buttons.
finalists for Dick of the Week.
He's
All
doing
right,
it.
Cody.
Here's our first nominee.
We're going into some Dick of the Week. We haven't done this in a while, Cody, but we got some new topics to discuss.
Man.
And I only want to get into one of them. Let's get into number one.
Okay.
Yep. I'll put the link in the chat so everybody
No.
else can follow along. And you get the headlines, Cody. That's what you get to do.
Yep.
Yep.
It's good.
It
Doing
sounds
it now.
good.
How Ukraine? No cookies, of course. Why is it asking me for fucking
Gotta talk.
survey?
Yeah, I mean, the interns could put these links into text documents. I mean, really, we don't need to do fucking websites.
How Ukraine? Shut the fuck up, everyone.
Right,
How
okay.
Ukraine war sanctions are hitting Russian OnlyFans models and platform workers too.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Related, Russians turn to VPNs to stay connected as online censorship tightens over Ukraine war.
But you can't stream well.
Email
What?
me, anyone, no, never mind. I'm not going to say that.
Cody,
That might be
read
bad.
the first 3 paragraphs here so we know what we're talking about. What's happening with this
You
article?
know my one weakness. Anna
Mokitsa.
Fuck. Thank you. Anna Mokitsa first noticed something was wrong with her OnlyFans account when the Russian adult content creator received a message from a subscriber telling her he was unable to pay. People could not renew their subscription, and once it was time to renew, it was automatically rejected, and people were unsubscribed. She told Euronews Next.
Yeah, get through that last paragraph there, that third one.
Say that name again, Rem. Do it.
Mokitsa.
Is one of the many OnlyFans creators in Russia and Belarus whose accounts were suspended in the wake of Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Like many others, she uses the platform to produce and sell adult content, which she says accounts for up to 40% of her income.
Okay, so this is good timing here because we have Salty with us, and Salty is a self-described normie. Okay, so Salty, and early in the show, Salty said she stays away from much of the news. Okay, so we can get a very pure opinion here. But what's essentially happening, I mentioned this last week, is that because of the Russian invasion, Putin's invasion of Putin, I've been saying Putin wrong. I don't care if I do or not, but Putin has been invaded Ukraine. All right, and in response to that, the entire nation of Russia is being canceled. It's absolutely fascinating. I gave this example last week on the show, but Pyotr, a sheep farmer in fucking Siberia, all right, just trying to make his best life, wants to go to fucking McDonald's and get a quarter pounder, and now he can't. And he had nothing to do with the election because he wasn't allowed to vote for whatever reason, all right. And he's just trying to support his family, but now he can't get online. He can't make a payment with his credit card. He can't go to McDonald's, all right. He can't get a Pepsi, all right. He can't do any of this shit. We're pundit. Salty, do you have an opinion on this? Like, they're shutting down OnlyFans. Like, even Pyotr can't even show his dick online anymore and get paid for it because of Putin invading Ukraine. This is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It is pretty crazy to be. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's kind of a helpless feeling to be victim of that. Yeah, it's very unfortunate that it's part of people's livelihood, and.
It's insane. Like, just think of the psyops being played here. It's like all the government in Russia has to do is say, "Hey, look what the West is doing. They're fucking you over because they hate you." And guess what? We got an entire nation of people who suddenly hate America again. It's like we defeated communism by bringing them what's awesome about us, and now we're taking it away.
60s are back. Come on, it's fun.
It's absolutely insane what's happening.
We hate the red man. And not Indians.
Easy, Cody. Easy with that language. Jesus Christ.
No. Well,
I think we're all feeling the pain with gas prices. Am I right?
No.
I am. I had to, $65 to fill up my tank this week.
Yeah. $52 to fill up my Fiat that was 86% made in Siberia. So.
Wow. I stop at 30. Fuck it. Like I get 3/4 of a tank out of $30.
It's costing me $20 a day to drive to work now.
The scary part is heating oil. Go ahead, Coach.
Cody doesn't have to commute.
Not to shun the majority, but like this is the sweetest time in my life to not have a car.
Yeah, you don't have to commute.
I don't have to commute. There's no fucking maintenance. I don't have to I don't have to suck Hoa's dick for like a parking spot sticker. And then
Suck Hoa's dick? Who's Ho?
And HOA, Homeowners Association. I live in a mental fucking asylum. But where the fuck was I going with that, Rem?
You're just happy not to be driving. That's what you're saying.
That and
You got a golf cart though?
Here's some trivia. No, here's some trivia. I still get those phone calls in the middle of the night. That's like, we're trying to get in touch with you for your car's warranty. And I get the lovely fucking I get the power. I get to say the power move of being like, which of my non-existent cars, motherfucker? And they just
tell them it's an 86 Corolla and see what happens.
Yeah.
Like the determined ones that keep you going. Smart ones that hang up.
Like I don't have a car.
Yeah.
And they just go like,
So
and then I hang up.
I mean,
So,
I would
I
know
mean,
nothing about
obviously-
the technology that they're using, but they probably have one person that just hits a button and it dials like millions of numbers at a time and it goes out to, hundreds of people.
I get live ones though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they actually are talking. to you.
Like the robot will dial and it knows, the AI knows if it's ringing or if your voicemail picked up. And so it knows to skip those. Is what I've heard. It's what I
you
read.
should write
on
one of
the
those,
dark
Randy,
web.
for the show. You should hook that up. We get more people listening. But let's see. So
If
obviously,
I could get a fucking budget.
the eternal dick of the week would be Vladimir Putin. Putin,
Just
whatever.
Say Vlad. We're good.
Vlad. All right, we
Vlad.
get it. But also,
Sorry your dick doesn't work, bud.
yeah, I'm sorry your dick doesn't work. Sarah could help you. Just reach out. We'll help it. We'll hook it up. Imagine if we saved the world, Randy. That'd be great. But like the people who are punishing the decent, innocent Russian people, like that's pretty fucked up. Especially after years and years of being told, like we got to take care of the people, and now it's like fucking here. This is. I brought this up last week. I forgot to get to the article. Not the article, the link I had here. I'm gotta climb up the notes here, and then I gotta find it. So I'm just talking out my ass for a second. But let me throw that.
We should
into
do another dick
the
of the
chat
week. The next one's
as
really,
well.
really good.
Okay, Randy.
Man, my voice is
All right.
shot.
So, but Reuters tweeted out that exclusive Facebook and Instagram to temporarily allow calls for violence against Russians. Like, what the fuck? Really?
Yeah,
like, it's
do you
okay to fucking hate
Did you see
Russian?
Zelensky's? Yeah, do you see Zelensky's decree that you can just kill Russians on site? And she's like, it's good.
Shit's insane. Absolutely
Dude,
Dude, I
insane.
can't believe that he played on a show where he was the Ukrainian president and then he became the Ukrainian president.
That's pretty
the
wild.
funniest thing ever. That's
Yeah.
That's a Black Mirror episode.
You want me,
Play
Cody? You
now.
want me to read the second one if your voice is shot?
No, fuck it. I'll.
All right, just do the second one. We're gonna stop at number 2.
No, it's good.
I gotta close this ad. Maybe the interns could find links without so many ads on them. I mean, Jesus Christ, we can't all fucking log into Daily Caller. Who was this? Who was on this?
Oh god.
Was this Richie?
Ad block,
Did Richie
bro.
do this one?
Fuck. Come on.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it
trying.
was Richie from Richie Street. Richie Street's the
Richie.
street that, I lost my mama on.
Life isn't worth losing for a cool Instagram picture. A New York City man rescued twice in as many days while hiking in Arizona.
What?
Yeah.
All right, get that first paragraph in.
No.
You want me to do it?
A 20-year... Shut up.
Of course he's 28.
28-year-old... A 28-year-old man from Brooklyn, New York had to call 911 to be rescued 2 times in as many days while hiking near Arizona's Humphreys Peak, the Arizona Daily Sun reported Tuesday. Wow, just straight first and last name shaming.
Yeah. Yep.
Philip Vosto called 911 Wednesday evening after getting lost in the snow while hiking on a trailhead and was rescued by a snow vehicle from a nearby resort, according to Arizona Daily Sun. He reportedly called again the next day after falling off a ridge on a trailhead and had to be rescued by helicopter, and his
Was the rock
phone was
involved?
nearly dead after using it for trail maps. Holy shit, boys.
They have his Instagram post that he took in this article. And holy shit, this guy sounds like an asshole. Like at 28, of course he's an asshole. But yesterday was my second attempt at hiking Humphreys Peak, the tallest mountain in Arizona. The first attempt ended prematurely because I started late. Of course it did, lazy asshole. My second attempt ended with an elevation gain of 3,000 feet, only 200 feet short of reaching the summit. As much as I wanted to touch this peak, I had to turn around near the top. With brutal, chilling winds blowing at more than 25 miles per hour, see slide 5, and freezing temperatures, Humphreys Peak is no joke in March. I highly advise not attempting Humphreys Peak in the winter. You can easily injure yourself and get hypothermia up there. I actually did mess up my leg a bit. It was arguably scarier, more dangerous than Kilimanjaro at this time of year. Motherfucker didn't even
Oh.
thank the people who rescued him. Fuck this guy.
That's no.
I like-
You just read the dating profile for somebody Jules would fall for.
Wow, yeah. vast Phil. And I love
Wow.
this, by the way. If you like zoom in to the bottom of like the picture of the of his post, you can see there's like 10 odd pictures behind that one picture because of the pips at the bottom.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean? Like this dude took 10 pictures of him with nothing else in, subject view of the camera.
This guy sucks.
And that was one Instagram post.
I'll fire the interns immediately because they gave this guy more clicks. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Look at
like,
him.
This is
Look
what's
at
great
him.
about
He's
the.
He's
He's one of
28.
these guys. You could probably find him on Reddit volunteering to go over to Ukraine and fight Russians. Salty, you got any thoughts about this asshole or people like this who go out
like fun? No.
endangering themselves for a picture, for clout and clicks?
Yeah, I know people. There's lots of people that have done that before. It's just like being an idiot,
Yeah.
very dangerous situations, and then putting the rescuers in dangerous situations.
Yeah.
Just to get the shot is very self-centered.
That's the worst part. You getting other people injured. It's like driving drunk, right? Like you're going to be fine if you get into an accident, most likely, but you kill somebody
a little
else.
self-absorbed, a little narcissistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. God, I hate this generation of people. Holy shit. All right.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's
Yeah.
Dick of the Week
My mind
award goes
changed.
to
I'm going with this asshole, Philip Vast. What the fuck is his name? Philip Vasto? Right? This guy's an asshole. This is the Dick of the Week right here. Fucking
Yeah.
idiot. Yeah. Salty, what do you think? You have a choice here for Dick of the Week?
Oh.
Either
So it's between
People shutting off Ukraine? OnlyFans?
Yeah, people shutting off the internet with Ukraine. That's a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, we're
but I
different
appreciate
people, we
the
have different
humor and the
opinions.
entertainment about the other guy with the selfie. Man, yeah, that's
All right.
funny.
Cody, what do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah. They're not even. One is definitely worse than the other.
It's one of those things where this is such a 2022 fucking like issue. I don't want to be part of it.
2022.
2022. What is it? What did I just say?
It's 22.
2022. The big number that the year is.
Yeah.
It's too modern of a problem. It's like, OnlyFans, Russian, can't do it. Oh, Instagram, slowly killing us alive. Who? Of course. Like, what else? What else would be on the docket this year?
Definitely.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Russia and OnlyFans.
Okay.
because-
All right, Randy. It's up to you
Rim,
to
is
confirm
this
the
guy?
winner.
Let me just go
Oh, yeah.
back. I want to kind of go back to previous verdicts. Is this guy worse than the guy who was putting his finger in the ice cream and licking the ice cream and then putting it back?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
you're clogging the fucking emergency
Then
line.
he's the Dick of the Week.
Okay. All right, we're tied, but that's okay. We'll take it. We can do ties here at the Rich Dickman Show. Thank you. Thank you all.
It's good. Yeah, I like
All right.
it.
Because Putin just needs to call our sponsor, hims.com. They'll take care of your balding, sir, and get your dick hard. hims.com. Use code TRDS at checkout. It'll get
Thank
you
you,
something.
Randy. Thank you, Randy.
Get
Salty.
you something.
Salty, it was so nice to talk to you again. Is there
Nice to
anything
talk
that
to
you would
again,
like
too.
to
We should do
plug?
another newlyweds game or whatever, newly relationship game again. That was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I did a good job, and you guys did too. So we should. Yeah, that's a great idea. There's
You're gonna
Cody
have,
did the
what I-
best
are you gonna
job
have the
making
show the
questions.
whose dad is more Italian? That one.
Oh, we did that once, but I can do it again.
Why is
I
that
would-
recurring? Yeah, that's recurring.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
haven't
a
done
big-
it.
did you already do
in
that?
Over
Oh,
100
okay.
episodes. We did it like in episode 91 or something. It was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
We're at 204 now. I don't know if you know that, but 204 of this bullshit.
I was a
is out
guest. I wasn't. I wasn't a. I
Yeah,
wasn't-
you're just
that's what it
intimidated
was.
by how Italian my dad is.
I don't know. I was with my Italian dad. He brought me to the airport, right? And he when he picked me up, my uncle was with him. I'm like, what the fuck, Dad? I'm like, what, really? Like, my plane might not make it, and you brought my uncle, so I can't I have to sit in the back of your fucking Jeep, and the Jeep sucks. You ever ride in the back of a Jeep? It's awful.
Oh wow.
Very bumpy.
Awful.
Kristen wants one that costs $134,000, Rem.
Go get it, bud. You got to make her happy. Go do it.
Yeah, I got to double my income first.
Trade
Or I
the
got
love.
to take up
Salty.
the gambling again.
So if you want to plug anything, go
for
for
life.
it. Plug Adam's podcast. Otherwise, we'll have you back soon again. We'll do something fun.
Thanks, Rem. Enjoyed it, all
You're
of you
welcome.
guys, and I'll talk to you soon.
We appreciate your expert insight into my emotional issues and to
For sure.
everything else we spoke about. Yep, thank you. All right, don't hang up yet, Randy. We missed you last week, bud. Say the words.
Let's bring this baby home.
Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Cody. Thank you again, Salty. Thank you all so much for listening to the Rich Dickman Show. Your ears mean so much to us when you open them up and let us in there, right? When you let me slide down those ear canals, and Cody too, because you all love it when Cody gets in there. Like when he starts in that reading voice. He's just tickling your brain with his tongue. That's what he's doing. If you like what we do, you want to support the show, tell a friend and leave a review. But if you like us even more than that, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. The video is back this week. Thank you, Randy. And you get to see our beautiful faces and all the
I
fun
was
stuff.
supposed to
And
record?
the beautiful women I am honoring for International Women's Month. Right. So check out patreon.com/Rich Dickman. Are you guys going to be able to do a Stony Curiosity number 4 this coming week? Is that something we're going to be able to do soon? Because
do it
3 is
right
out
now.
there.
Shit.
Because I'm
do it right now?
bad out, bud.
No, I'm not saying right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you can work that
No.
out. Yeah. Cody, if Randy can't perform, let me know. I'll get in touch with Mike. We'll make it happen, okay? But not next week. Next week's bad for me. All right? But, yeah, get out there. And if you come in at the top tier, you get a custom shirt, all right? Talked about it last week. I got Candy's shirt. She's not a patron, but she's a guest, but it's there. We should send Salty a shirt. Salty, think about an
I would
idea
love
for
to
a
have
shirt.
Yes. Do you have any tank tops?
Yeah.
Yeah. I made Candy a tank top, so I certainly can make tank tops. I'll put it into the
What kind
into
of
the
goddess
chat.
do you want to be?
Yeah, I live in the subtropics, so I need something for the hot.
Right. Okay. So let me find that picture
For the
of Candy's
hot.
tank top. But I gotta.
Yeah,
I don't know
she's
where.
the muscle goddess. So what would you be the goddess of in Greek mythology?
Me?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh man. What great goddess would I
No.
be?
You want to think about it? Okay.
Aphrodite.
Well, Randy's doing it. Randy's wasting
There you
time.
go.
Aphrodite.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if this works. Please work. Shit, that didn't work. All right, I'll get it in there before I end the show. Patreon.com/Rich Dickman. We'll talk, Salty. We'll get you a shirt.
I'll send you my address.
All right, cool. Here I come, Adam.
Downtown
I'm coming
goddess.
to visit.
That's what we'll call her. How's
Thank
that?
you.
Find us
Thank you.
online.
Workshop
I've been
that.
called Empress lately too, as well.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
Empress. Wow.
Dun, dun, dun,
This will work. I'm sorry. I'm distracted by trying to get this picture in here. Okay, here it comes. It's going in
Right.
the chat. That's our T-shirt to Candy. Okay, find us online at richdickman.com for all of your Rich Dickman needs. You can donate to our Ukraine fund there as well. Click the merch tab. Get yourself some swag. All right, get that goddamn Eat the Rich shirt off of Amazon. We love that shirt. And check us out on YouTube. Check the YouTube. Hit subscribe, and you'll see awesome things like our behind-the-scenes videos and all the other stupid crap we do. And maybe we'll see Randy scratching lotto tickets because that was fun. Listen to our friends. Listen to Adam and Crippled Jesus, or whoever's his guest for this week. Because I'm a week ahead or behind. Time travel's weird, but check out Adam with Who Gives a Shit, and that's a good
Interesting
time
name
for
on the
everybody.
last episode. I thought it
What was it?
bold.
Oh, it was
Yeah, it has the word we don't say in it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Salt and
Let
Also,
vinegar.
listen to our friends. Yeah, that's right.
What?
That's right. Check out Who Gives a Shit. And our friends at Not For Human Consumption with Matt, Jay, Walter, and Dilly Dills. RichDickmanShow at gmail.com or at Rich Dickman Show on Twitter. Executive producer Randy can be found at Sir0 with an E on Twitter, but he doesn't answer, or Sir0 with an E at gmail.com. Cody McCann at CODYMCCANN. He's on Twitter there too. You can email him at that same name, and you can say hi. Say, what's up,
No.
Coach? Producer Ryan at Ryan TRDS. My mother at Rem_Mama. Freaking Sarah Star followed her last week. That was amazing. And of course, I am at Rem Dickman. Randy, we missed you last week, so I had to do it because Cody didn't know. You didn't know, but
No.
if they want to join us or call
You
us,
fucked up. You fucked up my thing real quick.
Oh, I did?
Handle is first last name. Gmail is first middle initial last name. So there's
Cody
a J
J?
in the
There's a J. Oh, I'm
in the
sorry.
Gmail. Yeah, no.
God, there's gonna be
There's some bastard. There's
There's
some Cody McCann out there. Yeah, there's some Cody
That guy
McCann out
sucks.
there.
J's the third most magical letter. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Way behind.
How they
R,
find
though.
us? How they find us? Hang out with us,
Anyways.
Randy. Do it.
You're going to want to come to bit.do/TRDS1. You get all the content the patrons pay for free. If you don't want to do that, you can leave us a voicemail at 860-316-4776. We love to hear from you. Love to
Thank
hear
you,
from
Randy.
you. 860-316-4776.
I love that. All right, so that's it. That's it for this week. If there's anything cool that happened in the world, I'm sorry we missed it, but we'll get to it next week or something.
Cody and I can do a
We're-
hot take if we need to.
Yeah, you guys
Shit.
can hop in there and do
Like
some
if there's
stuff as
nuclear
well.
war or something, Cody, we have to come together.
Yes, thank you again, Salty.
Maybe.
Cody, you're the best. I'm sorry
Yeah.
for giving you such a hard time the past 2 weeks. I love you, buddy. And Randy, good to
Love
have you back.
Question mark.
Good night.
Bye.
Sorry, I've been taking these multivitamins, and so you know,
Salty, you got to say something nice.
it's like
You gotta say
9
something.
pills in the morning.
All right, Randy.
A lot of pills.
Let Salty say see ya.
See ya.
There you go.
Aw.
Perfect.
Good night. Sweet dreams.
Good night.
And cut.